Alright YouTubers, hello and welcome to this video. You join me in a 2004, at least I believe it's from 2004. It's not my car, it's my brother's car, a Mazda RX8, finished in blue. I don't know the exact color code, but yeah, it looks very nice in blue. Very good condition, low owners, possibly one owner or maybe two owners. Has 24,000 miles on the clock, just gone past 24,000. I've done about 600 miles in this car, and the reason for doing this video is purely because this is going to be my last drive. That's annoying that he's going straight because I was planning to go there. So we will now take a different route. Yeah, this is going to be my last drive in this car, and possibly my last drive ever in a Mazda RX8, or maybe any car that has a rotary engine. Yeah. Never thought I would drive one of these. So like I say, this is just a video purely, well, for posterity, for me I guess, and something I can look back on if I miss driving this car, because I probably will. But first of all, I will start off by saying roads all clear. Yeah, I always let's give it a little I always one second. I always dismiss these cars purely, yeah, I'm gonna miss that, purely because of the way they looked, which is so stupid. You shouldn't judge a book by its cover. I don't know why, I had it in my head like, oh, they're a bit of a, I don't know, girly looking car, hairdresser's car if you like. Yeah, it's so silly. Excuse me. So completely dismiss them because of the looks, like, really? Anyway, I usually get the chance to drive any cars my brother gets hold of. He's well into his cars, a real mix of cars as well. So I thought I'd have a little go. I went up to the road and back. I was like, yeah, it just feels like a sort of, you know, modern car. I say modern because the stuff I drive is from the 80s and 90s mostly. So this being noughties is modern, has that modern feel, really good brakes, you know, etc, etc. I drove up the road and back. I was like, yeah, it's all right, I wouldn't want one. Then I had a couple more drives in it, just commuting really, and then it wasn't until I started taking this car out at night when there's no traffic around, the air is cool, you know, just that nighttime vibe, and yeah, kind of fell in love a little bit actually. Lovely engine, really nice handling. I've never driven this in the wet. I've heard they're a little bit well, Clarkson, when he done his review back in the day, said they were twitchy in the wet. He nearly lost it. My brother also said round a corner, or is either a corner or roundabout in the wet, the back end wanted to go, I think. And yeah, in the dry you can notice it's sort of, yeah, you notice it feels like, yeah, in the wet it would go, but in the dry you're completely confident in it. It's yeah, twitchy, I guess is the word. Rear wheel drive, 50-50 power to weight ratio, I believe. And yeah, it goes around corners so well, especially just yeah, coming off a roundabout or swooping in between two roundabouts. Yeah, as someone that just likes driving, just really nice. Yeah, really nice handling. The suspension is not too firm. I must admit though, in traffic it's a little bit boring, as yeah, what's happening now, not much, you can't do much. So yeah, if this road was clear at 11, 12, 1 in the morning, it'd be a lot more fun. I'm just going to open this driver's window because I'm getting a little bit cooked in here. The aircon doesn't actually work in this car, which is a shame, but little feature I like. If you push down the button for the window, you get a tiny little gap. Obviously if you push it down a bit more, it'll come all the way down. Just little things you notice, like when you live with a car, you know, you wouldn't, yeah, not every car has that. Usually you just, it's hard to explain, but you just push it down and you hold it down, but it still only brings it a little bit, and then obviously you can go more. Yeah, silly thing to mention, but there we go. Just so you can get that little bit of air in. Now I'm hoping when we come off this roundabout up here, I'll have a bit of a clear road, but I'm not sure yet. Oh, we're getting one car go off, that's good. It's going to go down to 4th. Yeah, good brakes on this as well. Also, one thing I did notice, not much torque when the revs are low. And there's no point in putting your foot down because nothing happens. If anything, it stutters a bit. Now, I don't know if that's just a characteristic of this particular car, but I think that's just something rotaries do anyway. You know, all the power's at the high RPM range. And just to say this now, this is not a review or anything professional whatsoever. I have a GoPro on my head, and this is just me chatting a load of waffle. But you never know, someone might stumble upon this video and it might help them make the decision. Should I buy an RX8? Well, I'll go into that in a minute. I'm hoping we don't get anything off this roundabout. This is actually a lovely bit of road at night when this car really comes into its own. I will put the old foot down, there's no one behind me. Here we go, second gear, I'm just coming around. Here we go. Just love how that revs out. And then third gear, it does go. Yeah, that's enough. And you get a little bleep there. Whoa, or you get a little bleep there. So it's just a bit bumpy, that road, so you have to take it a bit easy. You get a little bleep to say you need to change gear, but oh, it's so fun, honestly. If this was at night now, this would be perfect, because obviously I'm going to take it easy because I know there's a bit of traffic on this road, but this is a nice twisty bit of road, so hopefully if there's nothing in front, and yeah, you can obviously rotary, you can stay in any gear, and this is, oh by the way, this is the 190 horsepower version. Obviously let's go into third here, they done a 230 horsepower version, and one of those was for sale recently. One second. Yeah, one of those was for sale recently with stupidly low miles for like £7,000. Now that is top money for one of these, but this example with 24,000 on it in an immaculate condition inside and out, £4,000. And people talk about reliability. Well, I haven't lived with it long enough. Nothing's gone on it so far in the 700 or 800 miles. You hear, you know, you have to get the compression test done to make sure that the engine's healthy. There's all debates about whether you should put a little bit of oil in your fuel because the earlier models didn't inject enough or something. You know, I'm not really mechanically minded. I know a little bit what people are talking about, but yeah, worst case scenario though, to have an engine rebuild is about £3,000 anyway. So you got two options: find a low mileage one, have your compression test done. Good bit of twisty road this. Yeah, have your compression test done, and then you're all good to go till about maybe 50-60,000 miles, or just buy one that maybe needs a rebuild. You'll get it dirt cheap and then have the rebuild done knowing you've got a really healthy engine for 50-60,000 miles. I assume that's how long they last from what people have said. This is a fun little roundabout. It's a shame there's a car there though. Yeah, you can sort of give it lovely the way it like swoops round. It's hard to explain, but you can really sort of, yeah, you can it goes where you want it to go basically. Really good engine note. I should imagine these sound brilliant with a different exhaust system. This is just all standard, and with a bit of luck this next roundabout should have a nice clear straight. We'll see. Yeah, just I'm gonna miss this car. Yeah, if you're thinking about buying one, do a bit of research, but I always dismiss them, and yeah, like I say, I sort of fell in love. Nighttime drives, maybe with it not being my car as well, not having to worry about like, oh, you know, will it go wrong, because yeah, someone will be buying this soon. Well, they've pretty much said they're going to be buying it. They're just viewing it, and then I think they're going to have it, to be honest. So I'm having one last drive. Yeah, just fun, especially at night, as I say. Cheap to buy, in my opinion. Like, it's good value for the money. Some people complain about running costs. I think the tax is a bit high on the later models. Fuel, but then that depends on how you drive it. But then you don't want to be, you have to rev it now and then, because not revving it out now and then can do more harm than good. Carbon buildup maybe, but obviously 1.3 litre this one, and yeah, they just rev like crazy, really. Just, I mean, what more can I say? You like I say, I haven't lived with this car long enough to talk about facts and figures. You know, when I've had a car, there's loads of traffic up here. When I've had a car for a while, I'll look at loads of reviews and all the different versions they've done and where it was built, you know, long-term ownership, you know, people talking about it, etc, etc. But this is purely my opinion from the 700 miles I've done. Yes, buy one if you can, if you fancy it, even if you keep it for 6 months or a year and then sell it on. As long as you find one where the engine's healthy, you can't go wrong. It's Mazda, everything else is good. Nice gear shift, the gearbox nice and just clunky, good feel to it. Interior looks nice, everything easy to find. Obviously, as most people know who have been looking at these, rear suicide doors, different, and yeah, you have got obviously room for 2 people in the back if you're desperate. But that's nice that it's not just a 2-seater. The dials look cool at night. They're illuminated at the minute, but probably don't. Oh no, they're illuminated all the time. I never noticed that. But at night as well, when you switch the car on, I don't know if it's just this example because it's blue, the dials will have a nice blue sort of hue to them as well. So yeah, just nice touches. Really comfy seats. Obviously, this is just a driving video, so I can't show you the whole car, but I'm sure there's plenty of reviews on YouTube of people showing all the ins and outs. But yeah, I must admit, I wouldn't want to have this car as a daily to sit in traffic all day, because just changing gears, the fun is obviously getting up there in the rev range, having an open road, twisty corners. But if it is your only car and you do want to use it to commute in heavy traffic, I guess you've got no choice. But then obviously you can have your pleasure drives as well. So I'd say this is your perfect sort of summer car, a little treat now and then for when the roads are dead and you won't be putting many miles on it at all. So a little toy to have in your garage, and then you have your daily as something that's a bit more appropriate, you know, a bit better on fuel. You're not changing gears all the time. Not that there's anything wrong with having a manual. I drive manuals and autos, but yeah, I wouldn't want to, given the choice, I'd have this as, yeah, a summer bike, going a bit nuts there. I'd have this as my summer car, my treat car, and then have your commuter daily as something else, non-sporty. That's just me, that is, you know, like. So yeah, I think I've waffled on enough. Yeah, like I said, I'd love to show you a little bit more, but the traffic's just too heavy. You got to be sensible on these roads, and on any road, unless you're on a private road, of course. But yeah, I just wanted to do this little video just to add my 2 cents. If this, you know, gets a little discussion in the comments, happy days. If one person is considering buying it, they just need that little extra nudge, I would say yes, go for it, based on what I said earlier about, is the engine healthy, is the car in good condition, has it been looked after, and has it been driven correctly. Like I say, people often say that you can, if you just poodle around in this car, it does more harm than good. You do have to wind it up every now and then, and that's what it's built for. Where's the fun in just pottering around when you've got a, you know, 7,500 RPM redline, which gives you the little bleep to let you know that you can change now. Yeah. To be honest, people talk about the fuel consumption as well. I don't think it's that bad, but I'm just comparing it to like other V6 things I've driven. Nothing crazy, just, you know, sort of 3 litre V6. They're definitely not as economical as this. But yeah, if you're revving it out all the time, obviously, yeah, it's going to use fuel, but you're paying for the entertainment, you know. And as I say, if it's just a weekend car, a treat car, who cares? Leave this in the garage. It won't depreciate. It probably won't go wrong if it's low miles. Have it as your treat fun car. Why not? And I reckon give it a few years, nice ones of these. Look at the RX7s. I know they're a lot more desirable for many reasons, but these will be hard to find decent, you know, for the money they are now. I think, you know, that people are only gonna, the people who have them are only gonna clock more and more miles, and they're only gonna get more scarce, nice ones. So it's one of those, I think, a little hidden gem if you fancy something a little bit sporty. That looks good in my opinion. There was mixed opinions about the looks back in the day, but I think it's held up well. It still looks modern, so it's kind of, yeah, it might have been over the top when it was first launched, but it's held up now. Still looks smart, sporty, and different, I think. It just looks, yeah, it looks a bit like, I suppose, MX-5s, S2000s, has that look in it, but yeah, I like it. It's definitely a car that's grown on me the more I've driven it. And would I like one? Yes, I would. I'd be curious to know how the 230 horsepower version is like to drive compared to this, the 190 horsepower. Don't know if there's much difference, but this was just about enough power for me. Like, it's plenty. Actually, this is the kind of car where you do glance down at the speedo and you're going faster than you realize. It's sort of, yeah, you got to be a little bit careful, because it doesn't feel as fast as well, put it this way, if you think you might be doing 60, you look down, you're doing 80. It's like, oh, it has, yeah, it tricks you in a way. It's hard to explain, but I don't know if that's just because of the build quality or the engine is how it sounds. But yeah, it's yeah, just sitting in 4th gear here, 3,000 RPM. I wish we had open roads. This is a lovely road usually. Just stuck behind traffic. It sucks. But yeah, it is 7 PM. I was hoping most people would be having their dinner, but I guess not. I'm just going to open this window just for a little bit and jump cut it, and if we get a nice bit of open road, I will switch the cam back on. But right now it's just, we're just droning along. Okay, I'm now going to turn left, hoping that we have a little bit of empty road, twisty corners, country roads, and then hopefully I'll be able to go on the bypass, give it a little press, and then we'll conclude, because yeah, I'm not going to get completely open roads at this time of day, so we might as well just wrap it up. Right, here we go. So now this should be quite quiet down here. Let's make sure I stick within the speed limits. We're just coming into a little village here. Yeah, like I said, it definitely tricks you into thinking you're going slower than you actually are. And yeah, when I say twisty roads, the smoother the better, but we'll have to make do with what we've got. These are a little bit bumpy, but oh, here we go then. Now we should get a national speed limit up here. There we go. All right, let's give it a little wind up. I've never actually driven it on this road. I know it's bumpy, but it's very bumpy actually. Here we go. It's going to change there because I don't want to go too mad, because like I say, it can be a bit twitchy. Yeah, this is a very bumpy road. But yeah, there's a fun car, honestly. It's revvy engine, lovely handling, comfy, seats hold you in well. A twisty bit of corner up here. Just shift down to third. There we go. Couple of stones on the road there. Oh, does sound good, honestly. It's yep. And then into another 30. There we go. Right, I might just yeah, see if we can take her on the bypass, and then that will conclude. You never know, I might be half tempted to do another video at night, but to be honest, I have to be up early in the morning, and I did promise my brother I would give this car back with a quarter of a tank. So yeah, we're getting there. It's going to open the window just a little bit again. That little gap I was talking about. I know that's sad mentioning that, but it's just, that's a nice little feature, that is. I've just never had a car that does that. Not that you need it to, but oh, there's a car coming here. Give way to the cyclist. There we go. Okay, and we're about to approach the bypass. Yeah, it sucks that there's so much traffic. This car is definitely one of my favorites at night with no traffic. But this has been an enjoyable drive anyway, though, even through the traffic. It's a shame it's my last one. Here we go then, onto the bypass. Second gear, not going to press it yet, and we're going to press it now. There's the beep. Oh, let's say at night, even better. Oh, just, yeah, lovely engine. And yeah, for me, it's just about the right amount of power. So I don't know if there's much difference with the extra one, but this is the 190. It's just enough. Like, you can have a bit of fun. Yeah, a little bit more would be nice, obviously, but you don't want too much. That's the problem. You can have too much power when you can't. You can use this, as long as you've got a bit of open road, you can use all of it all the time. It's not, you know, it's quick, but it's not quick, or, you know, like 300, 400, 500 horsepower quick, is it? It feels just about right. Sweep round here. We have a Qashqai in front of us. Having to hold back a little bit. There we go. Well, he doesn't want to move over, so we'll move over. see if we can have a little race off the next roundabout, perhaps. But yeah, really nice on the bypass, lovely and smooth. Like I say, I haven't experienced it in the wet, but I should imagine it is a little bit hairy. I'd take it very easy in the wet. Never driven it myself in the wet, so kept this purely as a dry. Oh, now it comes over. A car to drive in the dry, if you like. Here we go. Should we go for a bit more second gear again, maybe? Actually having a bit of a race. There's the beep. Well, I don't know if he was trying, but we definitely got past there. Let's slow down a bit there. They do like to sit up here, the older vans, so we will keep it at 70, how it should be. Right, I'm going to do one more off the roundabout rev out, and that will conclude my experience with the RX8. Yes, this wasn't a professional driving review / video whatsoever. Just my 2 cents, just sharing my 600-mile experience with whoever wants to watch it, or who has watched it, or if you skip to this bit at the end, then yep, it's been fun. All good things must come to an end though. Yeah, that's fast enough. Just going to open this window a little bit. Whoa, it's noisy. Maybe not. A little bit noisy. I'm going to turn round, and that'll be my last rev out in a Mazda RX8, 190 horsepower. It will be missed, but I'm sure it's going to go on and have many happy miles with the new owner. Here we go, nice swoop round the roundabout. Lovely cornering. It's probably about the limit there. I can hear the tyres screeching. And third gear all the way to the beep. And there we go, thanks for watching. Good luck if you want to try and find one of these. Have fun. Until next time, over and out, and take care.